Hello, welcome to Food Review UK. My name is Stuart and this is Top of the Hops, where I drink beer and tell you what I think about it. Today I have got another Cloudwater beer. This is a beer that has been in the news. Well, I say the news, that bastion of internet journalism, the Lad Bible, and of course the wonderful Sun, everybody's favourite red top hate mongering rag. This is Cloudwater's NW Dipa Citra BBC SImcoe. What a catchy and delightful title for a beer. Before I drink this beer, I'm just going to say why it's been in the news. There's a bar in Borough Market in London called the Rake Bar, and someone had been in there and they've seen this beer on keg, okay? And a pint of this beer on keg in that bar was £13.40, and this caused outrage. £13.40 is a stupid amount of money to pay for a pint of beer. Absolutely correct. Now, I didn't pay anywhere near £13.40 for this can, by the way. There are many reasons why this pint of beer would cost £13.40. The first reason is this beer is not meant to be drunk in pints. This is a strong beer. It's 8.2%. The idea behind a beer like this is that you drink a smaller amount, maybe a half, perhaps even a third of a pint. So rather than thinking about £13.40 a pint, we should be talking about £6.70 a half. Don't think about the measure, the size of the drink you're getting. Think about that being £6.70 for a premium drink in a bar in London. It's not silly money, okay? It's a lot of money, but it's not silly money. Now, people were up in arms about this. The reason this beer is expensive is purely because of the cost of the ingredients. Cloudwater brew their beers fresh every week, and these beers have a short shelf life because of the amount of hops that are used in them. This particular beer has got dry hops of Citra BBC, which is a hop pellet, SImcoe hops, Mosaic and Summit hops. Lots and lots of hops, which the beer loses its flavour very, very soon. This beer is best before 10th, so that's what, October 17. It's not... And it's now August. You know, we're talking about a beer with a 2-month shelf life. And in actual fact, realistically, this beer, you're supposed to really drink it within the first month or so of it being canned. There's a lot of ingredients in it. It costs a lot to make the beer, which is why it's an expensive beer. I don't think it's too much. I mean, I've changed the way I drink beers. I've never been a 10 pints of lager kind of guy, but I have gone more towards drinking, rather than 4 or 5 beers, having 1 or 2 nicer beers. And I think I just think it's a different way of drinking beer. People maybe aren't used to it. If you're balking at the idea of a £5 for a beer, rather than, because you can get 4 cans of something, 4 cans of something premium for the same kind of price, then this isn't for you. But I enjoy Cloudwater beers. I enjoy the different flavours that you get. So this is a Dipa, a double IPA. Like all Cloudwater beers, the artwork on it is absolutely astonishing. Beautiful stuff. Dippers tend to be thicker than IPAs. They often put oats in them. You get a bit of a kind of thicker mouthfeel. Hoppier, stronger. A really good Dipper will hide the strength of the beer quite cleverly with lots and lots of flavour. I can smell that from here. It smells of pineapple. Really fruity and pineapple. Super murky. Look at that. Absolute murky filth. It smells really strongly of pineapple. And that's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Ingredients in here, we've got yeast, we've got water, we've got hops, and we've got Golden Promise malts and oat malt. So this has got oats in it, which should give it a slightly creamier feeling. Not too much sediment in there. It smells lovely. Like I said, pineapple. That's the hops. There's no pineapple in it. Really nice and bitter. Juicy. Tropical flavours. One of my mates described this style of beers as having an edge of onion juice to them, which does not sound appealing when you talk about it like that, but there is that dry, bitter onion juice flavour to it. Most Cloudwater beers that I've had have been absolutely fantastic. I wouldn't buy them if they weren't fantastic. It's up to you really whether you think that a beer that costs 4 times as much as a normal can of beer, I mean, even You know, if you're going to go and buy some Fosters or whatever, you can probably get 8 cans for the price of 1 can of Cloudwater. But if you're drinking Fosters, this isn't the beer for you anyway. So whether or not you think it's worthwhile, whether or not you think that should bring the star rating down or not, you know, if a beer costs that much, should it have to be infinitely better than something else? But I genuinely do think these beers are infinitely better than pretty much anything. It's really hard because once you start drinking these, most other beers are a bit of a disappointment. That's a lovely beer. It's not the best beer I've had this year so far. It's not the best Cloudwater beer I've had this year, but it's really, really nice, and it's a 5-star beer. So if you want to see what all the fuss is about, go and read the article on Lad Bible, and then try and get hold of a can of this. It's getting pretty widely available now. Or perhaps go to the Rake in Borough Market and pay £13.40 for a pint of it. Cloudwater, NW, Dipa, Citra, BBC, SImcoe. They're catchily named, but beautifully tasting beer. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and check back and have a look at some of our other reviews. People keep saying, "Oh, review this, review that." A lot of the things that people mention have already been done. So have a little look back through our previous videos. This really is a lovely beer. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.